Today we're gonna learn how to make your truck not overheat when you do snow plowing or anything that covers the front of your truck. This is a 2004 Chevy Silverado. This is a common Chevys that when you install a plow, it overheats or the temperature start increasing because this truck there is a 2500 HD. It's high but not high enough like the Fords or the Rams, but still there are great trucks. They're amazing trucks and I love it. First thing I did in order to stop the temperature to increase when I do snow plowing is not to have the plow too high. Usually I live like this gap. People that do snow plowing already understand what I'm talking about. Bring your plow low, but not too low because you don't want to hit the road, but just high enough to let the air pass through. Second thing that you need to do if you're still getting if your truck is getting overheated or the temperature keeps increasing really high on these trucks, you need to replace the clutch fan. It's covered in here. I need to remove this cover and you're gonna see the clutch fan in there. Must be replaced often, at least every 5 years, because the clutch, it gets dirty, and when it hits certain temperature, that clutch fan makes the fan turn faster and it's gonna cool off the engine. When it doesn't work anymore because it's dirty, it got gunk, got grease. I replaced it a month ago. It was very dirty and you can tell the truck was not getting cool off correctly. It cost me like 50 to 80 bucks, and there is a video you can watch how to replace it. Must be replaced. There's no excuse. They're cheap and they're very easy to replace. A fan clutch, you can find them on Amazon. The next thing I did is I know it looks ugly. For me, it works. I don't really care. I made a cut here. This 2 inches that you see here, it makes a big difference to let the air pass through. It used to have this kind of lid cover. The air hits here and it goes to the sides. But now the air hits here, goes here, and it curves and it goes towards the radiator and everything. That helps the engine to cool off. This helped my truck to go just half, and it didn't go more than half of temperature. You know what I'm talking about. It doesn't look good. You might say it looks dumb. You don't know what you're saying. Believe me, my truck was getting overheated to go to the point to almost go to the end, to the limit. And the hosing, they start popping up and exploding and antifreeze everywhere. Now it doesn't go more than half. You're gonna need a grinder. There's a bigger grinder that you can do it. Just remember, try to line it up so it doesn't look terrible. Next thing you gotta do is use good quality antifreeze, a cooler or antifreeze. Do not use the cheap one. Okay, use the one, for example, this is 2004 Chevy Silverado. They recommend the orange Adelco or whatever antifreeze. That antifreeze doesn't work. It corrodes the lines, it corrodes everything. I use the green one. Okay, the green one works good. This is a Chevy, and I'll show you the temperature now hits just the middle. It used to go almost to 200, but now it just hits the middle, and you can tell when the clutch fan is working. Have you ever used this towing mode when you're towing a trailer? When the fan turns on and you know that it's working, it's gonna hit the temperature half, and you're gonna hear a buffing of the engine, like that sound helps you to understand that the fan clutch is working and the fan, it just started working. And you're gonna see there's gonna go a little bit down half the temperature, and when it start buffing, it's gonna return to the middle. If you don't hear that buffing and those Chevys, the fan clutch is not working and the fan is not cooling off the engine. So this is the steps that I recommend you to do for your truck. Just make sure to replace that clutch often. If you don't replace it often, it's gonna overheat and you're gonna damage the engine sooner or later. I wanted to show you what time. Oh, this is the antifreeze that I use. This is the antifreeze that I use. Preston Platinum. Now, I use the 50/50. I use the 50/50. This one you're gonna need to add water. But I already buy the 50/50, not need to add water. This is a good brand. You can find it on Walmart. Again, if you use cheap antifreeze, it doesn't work. Get the good stuff. Get the green one. Don't get the orange one. Doesn't work. This is a universal antifreeze, the green one. It works perfectly. I haven't had any issues. It doesn't overheat. Thank you for watching the channel, and hopefully this video helps you too with your truck, especially if you do snow plowing and your truck overheats or it doesn't get enough air to cool off the system. See you next time.